Hello guys, welcome back to SWS Boxing. Delighted to get on the back on the channel. James Osborne, it's fight week for him. He's currently 6-1, and yeah, he's boxing on the prize fighter tournament in Brentwood on the Johnny Clark top tier show, and yeah, he's got Brandon Lewis over 3 rounds first up, and yeah, how are you, James?
Yeah, I'm all good, mate. Always all good. How about you?
Not too bad. Thank you for your time, especially I understand, of course, you've got the weigh-in tomorrow, etc. So I appreciate your time.
That's all right, mate.
And yeah, before we get into, the tournament and your camp and stuff for that, just briefly, talk about your last fight, you had with S.A. Smith at the Brentwood Centre for the Southern area. Unfortunately, didn't go your way that night, but yeah, talk about that fight.
Yeah, no, it's a great fight. It's a big learning fight for me, and I feel like it's done me a favour. Really, I feel like we've changed my style. We've learned a lot in the gym, and just got to work on it moving forward.
Was it hard to take the defeat?
Um, no, it wasn't. It's the first time I've lost, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. But I don't think I've done too bad, to be honest. Coming back after being knocked down. I feel like I gave a good account of myself, so I wasn't too bad on it, to be honest.
100%. It was a great fight, that fight.
Yeah, yeah, it's tough. It was really
And
tough.
maybe, in my opinion, I would perhaps agree with the 96-93 scorecard, but I thought, the knockdown put it in his favour,
Yeah,
sort of.
yeah, no, definitely. The first one I thought was a bit annoying, really, because I felt like I tripped over after he hit me, and then the second one was definitely a knockdown. It's can't mind the right man won on the line there. Got to move forward.
Yeah, exactly that. And of course, you got back on the horse, and now, you're here now. So
Yeah,
how did this come about? I know, knowing you would jump straight back into a big fight. You've had 3 fights so far this year. You're hoping for this one, and of course, well, two on the night. That's what you're hoping. Yeah, you've had a good year. Grant, Dennis, Edgar. Unfortunately, that defeat, but now what a way to end off your year
yeah,
boxing on the knockout tournament.
yeah. No, that's what we want. This tournament's something I've always wanted to do. So I'm happy to be a part of that, and yeah, get 2 wins on Saturday, and look forward to a big 2025.
How did this sort of come about, boxing in the tournament?
Um, I think Johnny Clark knew that I always wanted to do this, and he was going to put me through. He knows I always want a proper fight, so that's why he'll put me in it.
And of course, you've got Brandon Lewis, who's 4-0. What do you know about Brandon Lewis?
I don't know too much about him. He's 4-0, four journeyman. Um, yeah, I don't really know too much about him, to be honest. I'm not sure if he's done amateurs or anything like that before. Yeah, no, I'm not too bothered, to be honest. Whoever.
And how have you been preparing for this tournament? Of course, it's 3 rounds, and have you been preparing for 3 rounds and having a break in between and do another 3 rounds, or yeah,
Yeah,
how's preparation been different to,
yeah,
your last couple of fights?
yeah. So we've been doing the break. We've done a couple of spars with the break in between, just to get used to that, and then going again. Just training as long. It's more of a sprint this one instead of a long 10 rounder. So yeah, we're ready to go.
hmm yeah, of course you had the whole media day as always as top tier does. Yeah, how did you find that? And of course you had a face off with your opponent Brandon Lewis. Did you mind who you got in the tournament first, or did you not mind?
No, I didn't mind whoever it is. Two of them I'm gonna have to fight anyway. So whoever really, I feel confident in myself as usual. So I just got to get to work on Saturday.
hmm Yeah, he's a bit of a rangy sort of fighter, isn't he, Brandon?
He's tall. So we've got getting sparring for tall people. Um, yeah, it was just getting the work in the gym.
Have you been getting, sparring people like Brandon, people like Ryan, and people like John Marvin, or are you just preparing for Brandon Lewis and, just see when you get in there, providing everything goes well in the first fight?
We've had just a different sparring really. We've had a bit of southpaw sparring for Ryan. We've had a bit of tall sparring, and then we just I've been sparring a lot of rounds with Angelo. So we've been getting some good work in, and yeah, we're ready to go wherever it is.
Yeah, because Angelo boxed in Johnny's first tournament, didn't he?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he fought Ryan as well,
In the
but,
final, he did. Yeah, that was a good fight, that one.
but it's also good to get like the experience of him getting ready for the second fight as well. So it's good to been good to have him with us.
hmm And who do you reckon wins the other fight between John Marvin and Ryan? And do you have a preference of who you want to box in the fight? If you get to the final, would you have a preference who to fight?
I've seen a lot of Ryan. He's been on John's show before. He's been really active lately. He's
Mm.
looking good. I haven't
He
seen
fought
much of
Kevin,
John
didn't he,
Morgan.
in the tournament as well?
Yeah, yeah, he's an awkward fighter. Southpaw as well. He's about my sort of size. Yeah, I think me and him would have a good tear up if it comes to me and him. But John Marvin, I haven't really seen too much of him. I think it's his debut on the show.
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
so
he had a good
yeah,
amateur background, though, I think.
yeah. I think he's had a good amateur background. He's Philippine, he's from the Philippines, I think, and yeah, he's done well for himself in the amateurs, I think.
What's your prediction for that fight?
Um, I don't know. Going by seeing Ryan, I would say Ryan only because I don't know much of John Marvin, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe he might be used to it because in the amateurs you do the shorter rounds, fast-paced shorter rounds. I don't know. I know. Ryan's an awkward fighter, awkward style, so maybe that could get the better on the night.
And who do who's on first? Are you boxing Brandon first, or is John Marvin Ryan on before you guys?
I think they're on before us. I think I'm not 100% sure. I think they're on before us. Yeah.
What does this knockout tournament do for you at this stage of your career?
I just want to get back to winning, and it sets us up for the Silver Commonwealth for next year. So I want to get back to titles next year.
I think the winner does get the Commonwealth silver shot, I believe.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I want to get. Like getting them titles in.
hmm What can we expect from you in the tournament?
I'm coming out straight from the first bell, explosive, just like normal, but more intense.
And final prediction?
Just me winning, hand up at the end of the night.
And before I let you go, mate, do you want to thank the usual people you want to thank? Your team, your sponsors, your friends, your family, people who come and support you, just anyone at all.
Yeah, I want a big thank you to Johnny Clark for always putting me on the shows. He absolutely smashes it, and he always looks after me. I'm looking forward to getting on another one of these shows, and to my team as well, Riley Wilson, Dave Woods, Dean Lewis. Um, we're going to get that win on the night.
And from me, James, thank you for your time and all the best on Saturday night.
Nice one. Thanks a lot, mate.
Good luck, mate.
See you later. Cheers.